The price on this is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
the
amazing.
4 tier that are already a big deal, this is almost the same price. For a few dollars more, you're now getting the heavy, heavy duty. So we're talking about big time storage. We're talking about the things that you're storing in your garage.
Big heavy objects. Yeah, and the size of this, so this is it's a new variation on the original piece that we ever sold, okay? Because originally we launched the 4-tier heavy-duty rack, and this is the pro version of that because it's reinforced, because it actually will hold more weight than the regular one holds. And here's the cool thing, we've got some really nice colors here, some of the basics in our set.
All right, let's go through.
This one right here is going to, it's either silver or metallic silver.
This one we're calling, are we calling this just silver?
Just silver.
Silver. This one's silver, you're gray.
So that's your silver.
Okay.
Then we've got a really nice matte black in this one. I love this matte black in particular because it's got some texture.
Only 40 available? Okay, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Not
Remember,
surprised.
$31.74 free shipping today gets it home on Flex. That's amazing.
Vintage bronze, one of my personal favorites right here. Looks amazing with leather, or if you've got wood furnishings in your home, this is incredible. And then the very last one is our beautiful, crisp, clean white, okay? And the white one, it's a perennial favorite. Everybody loves the white. You know, so many rooms in the house where that's gonna look absolutely incredible. But the big deal with this one is how much weight it holds and how easy it is to set up. So I'm gonna grab the vintage bronze right here and just kind of push this forward a little bit. So real quick, dimensions on this. As it sits here in front of us, it is 12 linear feet of storage. And that's because each shelf is 3 feet across this way, all right? And there's 4 shelves, so that's where the 12 linear feet comes from. They're 18 inches deep, so you've got a 1.5 foot depth. Well, most shelves are like 12. So this
that's nice deep.
Extra half a foot on there because we're nice like that. With the wheels on it, it's 65 inches tall. Without the wheels on it, it's 62 inches tall. And you have the option of using the wheels or not, and I'll talk to you about that in just, actually, I'll just do it right now. So the wheels that you see on there are locking wheels. 2 of them at least are locking wheels. There are 4 wheels that come with this. If you decide to put the wheels on this, okay, we recommend you limit yourself to 75 pounds per shelf. 300-pound capacity with the wheels. I say it like it's nothing. That's a lot. And you can easily roll that around on these wheels. Now, if you don't put the wheels on it, though, you can go up to the maximum weight capacity, which with this one, normally it would be 250 pounds. With this one, the Pro version, it's 300 pounds per shelf. So there's 4 shelves at 300 per. That's 1,200 pounds that you can put on this beast. I'm telling you, this thing is a beast.
I'm thinking about, yes, your everyday garage, right? Because that's where we have a majority. But I'm also thinking about, think of those snowbirds, or if you've moved from up north down to say Florida or something, and you have a storage unit. Think about the space that you could have by getting a couple of these. It's going to hold up that big furniture that you're not using right now. Or so even think about storage units with things like this. That's such a good opportunity at this price. The only scheduled airing today. It's already a customer pick. This price is unreal. $31.74 on free shipping. That's crazy.
All right, so with this right here, this is down to 4 inches wide. That's what it will compact down to, but it's also what it's going to be in the box. That's how it's going to come there, flat packed in the box. Hardest thing, as I always say, getting it out of the cardboard. Once you get out of the cardboard, though, here is the setup process. We don't use the A word.
This is my favorite part.
Not the assembly. We're going to say that.
No assembly.
So you let it drop open just like that. I'm going to spin it around again. Once again, you don't have to spin it around in your house. Look at that. It's there again. It's the origami toggle. That's that patented design. All you do is thread that through here, just like that, and push down. Now, once you've done that, the bottom of this is already structurally sound, so you're good to go there. Then you just flip the top over. And the funny thing is, because this is reinforced, I can actually feel the difference in how heavy this top is when I flip it over compared to the regular one. Drop this into place right here, and then it just has to line up with this little latch on the front here.
Fantastic.
I'm doing it backwards right now, but boom. So that just falls into place. And we're done. Now, as I mentioned earlier, with these wheels on, we're talking 300 pounds. Without the wheels, we're talking 420-pound weight capacity on this, which is a beast. But why is it more than the regular rack? Well, let me show you something, all right? I'm gonna grab a comparison. I'm gonna flip this over, try not to hit the camera. There we go. And I'm gonna grab another one. Now, if you look at these side by side.
This was the original.
This is the original.
This is our Pro with more heavy.
Right. If you look at them side by side, they look exactly the same, okay? Looks exactly the same until you start to look at the reinforcements. So this is the day-to-day, I call it the everyday heavy-duty rack, okay? There's a single reinforcement down the center and then 2 all the way out on the edges, okay? And that's the same on every single shelf on this one. This one weighs about 37 pounds, okay? This whole rack, 37 pounds. come over to the Pro Rack, okay? On the Pro Rack, not only do you have the 2 on the sides and the 1 in the center, they added 2 more, and they're not just like any random ones they added. These are much thicker and beefier than the ones that are on the everyday. If you look at the difference in size. So this one weighs, this is, what did I say, this was 37. 37, okay. This one is darn close to 45 pounds.
Wow.
So there is a significant difference in the weight from one to the other. And because of the reinforcement, that's also why you can put an extra 50 pounds on each one of them. And you can see even on these shelves on the back here, a single one in the middle here, 3 in the middle over here. So
that's so great. Start thinking about the ways, you know? Like,
yeah, but let's talk about why this is such a great deal because of that. Because if you look at the price today on this.
I know.
Okay, the price we sell the regular rack that holds 50 pounds less per shelf is almost as much as this one today. So there's something weird going on where this is just a few dollars more.
This is the only presentation.
Yes.
I mean, we've sold already, gosh, I'll get an update from Andre in just a sec, over 2,200 of the Pro. $126.95. So normally this is $150. This is $160. Today on free shipping, you don't have to pay a dime for shipping today. That's $126.95. That means you can get this home in a week or so for $31.74 without paying a dime of shipping. This is your opportunity, especially if you already have, say, the 4 tier, you love it. Think of maybe some of those things in your garage that you're like, oh, okay, let me grab another one because it's going to match back perfectly, but it's going to be able to hold.
I highly recommend it. Well,
even more.
I don't know if you've ever heard me say this, but you know, buying origami is like eating potato chips. You can't stop at just one.
Well,
okay? Because once you get one home, you're like, you know what, this is good, and I want more.
Exactly.
And people, I mean, I've heard people call me who've got up to 50 of these in there. Not this one in particular, but 50 pieces.
Is it also Nicole Hickle? Because
50,
she has them all over her house.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, when you find something you like, I'm that kind of person. If
me too.
If I find a shirt I like, I'll buy every color.
Oh,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Same thing.
I'm like that too.
Yeah.
And as the older I get, the more I do that.
Yeah. It's just easier.
It's so
but
true.
I mean, you know, we were just showing you real quick what's on this particular one here. Now, this is kind of set up like as if it were in your garage. It's kind of a no-brainer to put firewood on it, to put bins on it, to put, you know, your mulch or other ground covering on here. You know, on mine, I've got, you know, old tiles, grout. I've got all kinds of stuff on Origami.
That's some heavy stuff.
Heavy stuff out there, but I feel confident doing it. The other thing about these two, I always tell people, you can put these very easily in front of other cabinets and other shelving systems and then just wheel them out of the way if you need to get access.
That's what I love about the wheels with this.
Yeah, no, they're great.
You can move them around,
you can move them around. For me, I'm a wheel person. Like, for instance, I know for a fact Adam Freeman, if he's watching, he does not like the wheels, okay?
Well, you can take you don't have, do you
He's an anti-wheel person.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though you can lock them in place?
Because he's all about the maximum weight capacity.
Okay.
You know
well, the fact that Origami gives us both options, you can do that.
It's nice that way. Now, let me show you something else really cool about this, okay?
Okay.
You see the white one over there? I'm going to put it into that closet back there, okay? So I'm giving you fair warning.
Like
Here
a
I go.
pantry.
Right.
Like, do you not have enough storage? They don't put, you know, racks in your pantry sometimes. It's
I
a big
always
open
like to
space.
tell people that if you've got a walk-in pantry or a walk-in closet, this space right here, notice, I can come in here and I can get to whatever I need, right?
Yeah.
But when I'm not using it, if I close that door, that space is still empty. That's kind of a waste, isn't it?
Right.
So what I do is I take one of my large origamis, and actually technically I could fit 2 in here probably, but now I've got that in there. I just added 12 linear feet of shelf space, and those shelves are almost double the size of the shelves that are already in there, right? But when I need to get in, all I do is I pull this out, and again, walk-in closet, walk-in pantry, wherever you want to use it, it's going to allow you to add instant storage.
I would have never thought of that.
And
this is why what's so special about, you know, watching HSN and hearing from, you're giving us so many ideas of how this could just really be a solution in everyday life for our practical life, whether it be your pantry, tight space, just organizing in the garage. And that's why this is the best of the best from Origami, and it's constantly a customer pick. Like I said, this is one of my first times being able to see Origami, and I am blown away by the amount of reviews. I'm talking about thousands of perfect 5-star reviews. And thank you for writing in, because you let us know what works for you, how you're using it, and what you love. So let's give you some of those reviews. Lily wrote in and told us, I just love let me read what Sherry said. Origami is seriously the best. Powder-coated perfection, and I love the size and the weight also. I love powder-coated perfection.
Powder perfection, alliteration, very nicely done.
I love that. And then we've got GMA writing in, first place of origami I've gotten, or first piece rather. I totally love it. I used it in the closet, so nothing sits on the floor. And that's what we talk about. wasted space in our home.
Let's talk about things sitting on the floor. This right here is a prime example of that, okay? So I used to have a storage unit like you were talking about because it's a rite of passage in Florida.
Yep, we don't have enough space.
No, we don't have enough space. So I had a storage unit. I had 2 rows of these side by side of 3s, okay? So 1, 2, 3 going across, kind of like, almost like if it were a bookshelf. So it was like that.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
So I could just draw them in and out when I needed to. Very simple, pull one out, but there was a 3rd one on the end there. Really simple to do. My big challenge was with these bins because my wife Kelly has decorations for every single holiday that there is.
I'm getting there.
Even some we don't even celebrate. Yeah. So we've got all kinds of crazy stuff. So these bins, what I would typically do is I would stack them one on top of the other, okay? 2 problems with that. Number 1, everything I needed was in the bottom one.
I was gonna say, you have to take everything down.
Take everything
my
down.
husband hates it when I'm like, hey, can you get my fall stuff out?
Well, then the other thing was that whatever's in the bottom would get crushed, and my wife would like, I'd come back from the storage unit and she'd be like, hey, so you made sure that you didn't put the bin with the tree topper on the bottom, right? And I'd be like, yes?
Yes.
Question mark?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like I can't remember. Now that's not a problem because not only can I get into whatever I need, nothing's getting crushed, and I can just wheel this down to my truck and take everything out. Yeah, well, because you know what? One of my pet peeves is having to wait for somebody to bring back a cart at the storage facility. Be considerate, okay? But in this case, I don't care. I can just use my own, I got my own cart right here.
This is why we have you, Lou, because I'm just envisioning how easy. I need to go over colors because our black specifically, I only have 9. That's it. Scan that QR code right there at the bottom of your screen. Open up your phone, or just get on the phone right now. I know we're pretty busy, but if you scan that QR code, you can get in there, lock in your price. You can get it in right now for $31.74 to get one home. At this low price, I suggest maybe get a couple if you're thinking of ways that you can use this, whether it be in a garage, a storage unit, or just really in the pantry. Like you're gonna wheel it in and out. The fact that you're getting, this is how it comes to your house in a box. That's it.
Store, we call it store decor because people use it for storage. People use it for decor. You know, and it could be the same, it could be either on the same day. You know what I mean? Storage in the morning, decor in the afternoon. It's kind of up to you how you want to use it, where you want to use it. But the magic of this, remember what I said, okay? And this is in my mind, this is the way I'm looking at it. It's just a few dollars more than the regular day-to-day, everyday rack. So if I could get one that's gonna hold 50 pounds more per shelf for just about the same price, I'm probably gonna do that, because that's like me going to buy a new truck and then saying to me, okay, so this one has the power windows and all the other cool stuff, and this one doesn't,
but they're just
a few more dollars. Which one do you want?
Yeah, get me that.
I'm getting the better one.
Get the better one.
So that's why I just tell people, there's nothing wrong with the other one. It is, I've got so many of those things, probably a couple dozen.
You're just getting a more weight capacity, and it's got the reinforcement
and they're
for
never this close in price, ever, with free shipping, with the flex on this. Do you play hockey?
No, but my husband, my father-in-law does. He plays in an over 65
so you know
league.
what a hat trick is?
Sort of.
Okay. Three goals. So this is a hat trick right here, okay? Because it's got the flex, it's got the free shipping, and it's got the price today.
It really is good.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many things about this one.
It's just a triple whammy. And then when you tell me that I don't have to worry about assembly, and then I'm getting not only that, the quality, the powder-coated steel. How easy, okay, go, black is gone.
Out,
so
86
my black has to go, sorry. I'm just gonna keep it here so you can see how it can store, but my vintage bronze right here will be the next one to go.
All right, we're gonna do an experiment. Just to prove to everybody at home that this one is beefier, this one over here. I want you, you don't have to lift it all the way up, but just do that. Just to feel the heft. Okay, now do this one. And see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah. And listen, you still feel the quality here. You just can tell immediately that this is going to be holding way more. That's what I'm thinking about all my heavy duty, all of my decor.
Not that I ever worry about it now to begin with, like how much weight I'm putting on this thing, but with that, I would be like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I don't have anything that I could put on here that's going to be too heavy for it.
I mean, this is so satisfying. It's just so easy. Like to the point where I say, I could send this to my grandparents as a gift and not worry about that you're going to need maybe help or the proper tools to put it together. It couldn't be easier.
When people see you do that who've never ever seen origami before, like when I moved out of my storage unit, right, and I had to take my origamis with me. I had like 6 of them in the back of my truck.
I was going to say, were other people there? Like, where did you get that?
They were like, they kept asking me questions as I was sending. Like, and they're like, because I wheeled it down first. They're like, "You've got shelves with wheels," and I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "That's cool." And then I did this. I folded this up,
well, let me show
and they were like, "Whoa, wait a minute." And then they were like, "Where'd you get it?" And I'm like, "HSN." And they're like, "Oh, and they had no idea.
Right.
I mean,
and
it's so
that's the thing,
funny.
it's like we're like hiding this. It's not hiding it, but like it's a best kept secret. But think about the hundreds of dollars you've spent at the big home improvement stores for maybe something that looks similar. You've got to assemble it with tools. It's not made with powder coated steel, so you don't know how long it's going to last you as far as rust. Weight capacity, they're much clunkier. Like this is actually aesthetically nice. Like if I just wanted to bring it inside and use
totally could.
You could.
So I have some that are 15 years old. That are the originals from when I started selling it. They're in the pewter color. They look exactly the same today as they did back then, 15 years ago. Can't tell the difference.
So congratulations, first of all, to those that you that got it home. I know we sold out of the black. Our bronze is the next to go. This really is the best kept secret because the deal is amazing, right? It's one of the lowest prices, and then you're getting free shipping. So get it home. Flex allows you to get it home for what, $31.74.
Great deal.
You know, a lot of people are starting to like reorganize and you know just kind of do that spring cleaning in the fall.
Like, we're energized right now.
So this is your opportunity. By the way, because it's Monday, that means that we are bringing you even